On today's episode, I talk about seniors, I talk about lovers, and I talk about Marvin Gaye. Here's my two T's for the week. This is the T&T Show. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the T&T Show. I'm your host, Anandjay Silva. And this week, my friends, we move away from Scotland. Last week we had the big one, the Open. But golf is now leaving the home of golf. And this week we're focusing on the Seniors Open that is happening at Sunningdale in Berkshire. If some of you around the world are wondering where the hell Sunningdale even is, it's a small town in Berkshire. And if you don't know where, if you want to get an idea of the geographical location, look at where Windsor is. Obviously, Windsor is where the Queen lives. It's where the castle is. There's a beautiful park that I usually take my dogs running. By the way, question of the day. It's been some time since we've done this. What kind of dog do you guys have? And if you don't have a dog, what kind of pet do you have? Put it in the comments section below. I'd love to know. And also, if you're on Instagram, take a picture of your dog or your pet and tag it. Tag us and tag the Old Course Hotel. We'd love to know what kind of pets that you guys have. Now, what kind of tea do we have for you guys being it's the Seniors Open? Well, because it's happening in Sunningdale and because it's not too far from Windsor, we have a tea that if you guys are in the resort, you should certainly try this tea. But even if you're not, this is a tea definitely to try. We have a tea from Lover's Leap Tea Estate, which is up in the Norelia region of Sri Lanka. Now, the reason why this estate is called Lover's Leap, and we don't know if this is true, but this is what legend says. Now, what legend says is that there was a prince who fell in love with a fair maiden, as so often happens, and they eloped to the area of Norelia because the king's men were in pursuit of them, because they weren't happy about this marriage to be. They realized that they couldn't be together, they embraced, and they jumped off this waterfall. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. But one thing we do know that is true is in 1954, the Duke of Edinburgh and Her Majesty the Queen turned up to Ceylon, as it was then known, for a royal visit. And on that royal visit, the Duke of Edinburgh planted a tea bush on Lover's Leap Tea Estate, and that bush has now been propagated right across some of the fields. In 2012, at the Diamond Jubilee, this was the only tea that was drunk by the Queen and everyone who attended the Diamond Jubilee celebration. So what I have here is some of the freshest and finest seasonal Norelia tea from Lover's Leap Tea Estate. It has a minty eucalyptus note, and that's natural because you have wild eucalyptus and mint growing in the area. So if you guys want to have some right royal service, head over to the Old Course Hotel, sit down to either afternoon tea, or maybe you'd like to go up to the Road Hall restaurant to have a meal. But during afternoon tea or at the end of your meal, have a pot of Lover's Leap ordered and give this tea a try. It's light, it's a very thin-bodied tea. It's not something you can take with milk, but it has a wonderful minty tang to it with, a hint of eucalyptus right at the end. So if you're having anything, maybe you're having the lemon pancakes, or maybe you've had a lemon dessert up on the fourth floor, this is the kind of tea that you want to have either during it or at the end of it. It's really going to enhance your meals, guys. If you're not anywhere near St Andrews or you're not anywhere near the resort, hit the link up here. I don't know where Chowders is going to link it up, and order this tea. A lot of people have tasted this tea and said, hey, I've tasted Norelia teas, but it tastes nothing at all like what we have tasted in the past from a Norelia tea or from a Lover's Leap. Try this tea out, guys. It's a wonderful tea. I highly recommend that you do so. If you have tried it, let me know your thoughts on this tea. I'd love to hear what you think. You can hit the links up here to talk to us on Twitter, and let me know about what kind of pets you guys have. You want to know what kind of pets I've got? Head over to our Instagram, and you can see my two boys on there. Guys, as ever, thank you for watching, and have a great week.